With Michael Condrey no longer at Sledgehammer Games, things might become more fresh like my guy wearing a fedora. Can't believe those words just happened. So yeah, Michael Condrey has been replaced by this brave warrior, Aaron Halon. That's probably not how you say his name. So with the top two guys no longer at Sledgehammer, no longer behind COD World War 2, things are gonna change. So let's get into this. So, make sure you're subscribed for the latest, greatest memes. That's what we're all about here at Phantomize Enterprise. Oh yeah, and of course the news and whatnot. So with big changes to Sledgehammer Games for people making and working on World War 2, big changes will probably happen to COD World War 2. So I thought, maybe we should list some changes I want to see and some things I think might happen, since the two people who were driving World War 2 down the cliff, they're in a new dimension now. It's all good. For example, this new guy who's in charge of Sledgehammer Games, Aaron Halon, he might be like you and I. He might be a COD veteran who is a COD fanboy, and maybe he wants everything that we want in the COD, like all the changes that we're going to list right now. So number 10, sprint out times, something that we have talked about, or the COD community has talked about so much. So sprint out times, we won't spend too much time on this. Sprint out times is the time it takes for you to stop sprinting and shoot your weapon in COD. Now in COD World War 2, that time is the slowest since potentially World at War or even COD 3. So maybe if you think COD World War 2 is too slow paced, if you think people are camping, that's probably the reason why. The slow sprint out times, the COD community cried, it was sad times, boys. We cried for them to fasten up these times. So it sort of plays a bit more like Black Ops 2, right? More fast pace, more better flow. And Sledgehammer Games' Michael Condrey came out and said, yeah, we ain't changing that thing. They didn't give us a reason as to why they didn't change it. So yeah, now with Condrey out the way and new people driving Sledgehammer Games, maybe they might change that, maybe they might revise that decision, and maybe COD World War 2 will feel a bit more like Black Ops 2. We can hope so. If that does happen, we will hold a prayer, a ritual to the new Aaron guy. Number 9, DLC camos. Bro, Infinite Warfare gave us too many, World War 2 gave us not enough. I mean, we're what? 3, almost 4 months into this game and there's 0 DLC camos. Where's the Bloods Diamond? Where's the all black Chrome edition? Where's the full throwback to Modern Warfare 2? You can't say that it's World War 2 so we can't have DLC camos. There's loads of ideas and stuff. So why do we not have any? Give us, please. Which sort of brings us to my next point, is no aids that are heroics. So what I mean by that is, heroics, the rarest items in these games. There's heroic calling cards, emblems, pistol grips. What did they mean by this? Like, whose idea was that? Where's, heroics should just be dope items. Like, hey look, variants, uniforms, like dope ass face paints, and hey, DLC camos. That would make sense. But then again, Sledgehammer doesn't really make sense. But that might change as we come into number 7, fast gameplay, which sort of links into the sprint out times. So the other day, in a couple of hours, I played COD World War 2, Modern Warfare Remastered and Black Ops 2, and boy, do you feel like a fat, overweight walrus in COD World War 2. I don't know what it is, but in this game you just feel so bogged down and slow and clunky, compared to, once again, like games like in the Modern Warfare series, and I can't put my finger on it. Like, I don't know if they did that on purpose to make you slow to feel like a World War II soldier. If they did, Sledgehammer Games truly is clueless. But yeah, they need to change this up. You just feel so clunky in this game and slow. Now, I doubt that will change, but if it did, that'd be amazing. So number 6, streak changes. So we know that streak changes are coming, so that's a great thing. But I still thought I'd mention it here, because maybe with new people at the head of Sledgehammer Games, maybe this update will finally actually happen, because like I said once, there's no better feeling apart from backflipping off of a mountain than calling in powerful streaks in Call of Duty. That's one of the things that makes COD, powerful streaks. And in World War 2, things need changing, right? Some streaks need to be made more powerful, some need to cost less, and that is coming. Now number 5, more zombies love. So if you just look at World War 2 zombies, and how Sledgehammer treat zombies compared to how Infinite Warfare did, or how Treyarch did, people don't really like Infinite Warfare zombies, but if you look at the top guy for IW zombies, Lee Ross, it's so obvious that he loved the mode and he wanted zombies to be good and he treated it well. Then you look at World War II, and we've talked about this before, it just seems like Sledgehammer doesn't really care about zombies. You know, they treat it like it's just the bonus mode that it used to be, instead of caring about the mode like they should have. So I hope with the changes at Sledgehammer, World War II Zombies gets more love. Now, number 4 is Sledgehammer Games listening to us. Now I know listening to the COD community can be one of the most just hard and unhealthy things to do, right? Some people might say that they want exo-clown suits because clowns existed in World War II. Like, maybe we shouldn't listen to those people. So it is sort of hard to listen to the COD community, but once again, Sledgehammer are making games for us. So if they give us what we want, you know, it'd probably be a good thing. For example, like all the things in this video, Sledgehammer, please listen, it's all good, you know what I'm saying, everyone agrees with my opinions, put all these changes into the game. Number 3, free maps not gonna happen, lol. So, yeah, this is one of the things I really want, but it's simply not gonna happen. So, the maps, the design, and the number of the maps in this game is the game's biggest problem, 1,000,000%. So yeah, no matter how nice the people at the top of Activision or Sledgehammer are, we're not gonna get free maps. But if they just remastered Advanced Warfare maps, but in with a World War II vibe, and gave it to everyone for free, so there was like a normal amount of maps in this game, that would probably be the best change they could possibly do. But once again, it's the best change, but it's unrealistic. It's not happening, boys. Don't get your hopes up. Number 2, Sledgehammer Games more open to us. So once again, earlier in the video I mentioned that when Michael Condrey announced that sprint out times would not be changing, he didn't give us a reason. He didn't even give us a bad reason. Like, he literally gave us no reason. Not only that, but Sledgehammer Games, we talked about it before, right? They're struggling to put out updates and put stuff into this game. So maybe if they're open saying, yes, okay, the Scorestreak changes are coming, and here's a window of when, you know, people would love that, for Sledgehammer to communicate to us and tell us what exactly is actually going on here. Now, number 1, it's sort of a change that will happen, and it's also sort of a question. Will World War II, with the changes at Sledgehammer Games, will it become a better game? Or there's even a chance it could become a worse game, you know? Sledgehammer Games might go down the drain because of these changes. We don't exactly know. We're going to have to wait and see before changes start happening. Once again, I think it'll be about a month until we realise that things are going on differently, but, you know, Condrey leaving could actually be a really bad thing. Things could go badly, or things could go really good, but I doubt things will change the same. Changes are coming, my boys. Stay spicy, and I'll see you in the next one.